Libra. This is my intuition card. It fell out on the floor when I was shuffling. This is the intuition card, so maybe you need to trust your intuition more. But I'm going to read it in reverse first, and then I'll read it in the upright because that's originally how I feel like it should be, according to your reading. But you could be dealing with childhood issues, sexual abuse, bad news, broken dreams, someone who does not plan for tomorrow. Maybe you have dealt with that in the past, but we're going to turn it up in the upright. We are now trusting our intuition, right? Yes. Okay. So, love, comfort, kindness, intuition, a good idea, a sensitive, thoughtful, introverted, cooperative, quiet, dreamy, imaginative, psychic, emotional, or dependent youth, someone interested in learning about emotional issues. Which brings me to the sensitivity card. It says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environment, situations, and chemicals, and even social media. Anything that is too noisy, too loud, too harsh. That means harsh foods, too much drinking, too much partying, just too much of anything might be getting on your nerves right now. You might be easily agitated at the moment because you are increasingly sensitive. That's because of your psychic abilities could be enhancing, so that usually goes along with it. So be sure to honor your sensitivity. It is not a curse, I promise. You have the Ace of Cups, which is outpouring, new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, love, happiness, joy, conception, fertility, pregnancy, celebration, socializing, and upsurging of new feelings. And if not, anybody's not pregnant or conceiving, it just could be new ideas or just the birth of something new, which is the Two of Cups. You could be, like I said, new relationships, new partnerships, just new. Something new is coming in. Now, what I don't like is from two different decks, you have a lot of swords, which is, air sign energy, but you could be full of anxiety, staying up late at night, fear, anxiety, terror, negativity, deep unhappiness, stress, burden, overwhelm, at a breaking point, inability to cope or face life, mental anguish, guilt, regret, remorse, focusing on the past, subject of gossip. So you could be worried about what somebody's saying about you, or you could be staying up late and just not getting any rest and keeping yourself trapped and blindfolded. You are not, nobody's keeping you trapped but you. You can free yourself from this energy. You may have too many options that you are facing right now, and you don't really know which one to choose. But let's be real. Probably now one of them is worth choosing. I mean, because if you really look closely, nothing in either one of these cups are worth picking. So hopefully that answers your question, because you got conflict right here. So yeah, you're dealing with a lot of nonsense that you could easily just get rid of if you unblindfold yourself. And that's the damn truth. And once you admit the truth and accept the truth with yourself, the sun will shine again. It's just waiting on you. And you'll be able to celebrate, because that's really all you want to do, right? Whatever you're dealing with could be stemming from a childhood situation. Oh, the past. You might be focusing on the past and needing to be more lighthearted, but needing to focus more on the future instead of the past, because you could be losing sight of yourself by focusing or staying in something that could be from the past, or not healing something from the past. Only you have a choice to make, and you will make the best choice, but it may cause a tower moment. And hey, you can't control that, because this is inevitable. It's going to happen regardless of whether you make the choice or not. Towers are come to bring change, and sometimes that change is uncomfortable. So by you making whatever decision, that tower moment is going to happen. So you might as well stop avoiding it. The cards are going to fall where they may, and you're just going to have to let them. You may be seeing the number 5 or 555. Fives represent change, and change is going to happen regardless. That tower moment is going to happen that you keep trying to prevent. And because you are preventing making the decision that needs to be made, you are keeping yourself blindfolded and tied up and just in conflict and in anxiety and stress and worry. worrying about these options that are, let's be real, no damn good. And it's just keeping you up in conflict. Everybody actively fighting. Nobody's listening. Everybody's voicing opinions. Nothing is getting done. A waste of time. So once you make that decision, the tower is going to fall and you're going to have to go off by yourself in hermit mode and heal. Take some solo dolo time. King of Swords, you are in your power, ruling from a place of authority. You use your analytical abilities and intellect to assess the situation at hand and make clear decisions based on what you know to be the truth. Your expression of power and authority may be misdirected and you may be indecisive and feeling stuck. Center yourself and connect with your inner power. Strength. You have the inner power and strength and lead using subtle influence and persuasion. You understand your animal instincts and express your raw power with courage and measured restraint. You are a powerful force and just need to connect with your inner power in a constructive way. Others may question your strength, but you are fierce inside. The Two of Cups, you are creating deep connections and partnerships based on shared values, compassion, and unconditional love. You see the divine in others. Nurture these new relationships as they hold potential for the future. But you may be out of sync with a loved one or close friend and need to reestablish a common ground for the relationship to continue harmoniously. You may be projecting personal issues onto this person without realizing it. The Lovers, yes and no, I guess, or yes or no. It says, my personal values systems lead me to love. Major choices, love, soulmates, temptation, being put to the test, kindred spirits, perfect unions, partnerships, relationships, romance, desire, sexual connections, shared value. Spirit wants you to get grounded. You may be too disconnected because of all of this. So you need to get grounded, go for a walk, go for a jog, a run, whatever you like to do. Hug a tree, stand in the grass barefoot, but reconnect back with Mother Earth. Also, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's desire into action. Take that trust fall that you are afraid to take. You won't regret it, but take your time. But not too much time now. Okay?